Welcome to Math Behind Fantasy Football with Mr. Tomasoni. We're going to be taking a look at some different players from last year's fantasy football and comparing the mean, median, and mode. Let's take a look at the mean. So, just a reminder, the mean is the sum of the data divided by the number of data items. In other words, we're going to add them all up, then divide by how many numbers there were. So let's take a look at Carson Wentz versus Matt Ryan. Here we have the games for the first 7 games that the player played last year. Here we have their fantasy football points. So Carson Wentz, we're going to take a look and add up all of his numbers. So we have 19 plus 25 plus 13 plus 15 plus 25 plus 27 plus 21 plus 31, and we're going to add that up to get 151. We're going to take that 151 and divide it by 7 because that's how many data items we had for the 7 games that he played. We're going to get roughly 22. So 22 points is Carson Wentz's mean. Matt Ryan, we took a look at his first 7 games. He had 19, 16, 17, 9, 13, 18, and 17. We add them all up to get 109. Okay, since he equally played 7 games, we're going to divide it by his 7 numbers that we added up to get roughly 16 points. So when we compare the means, Carson Wentz had 22 points. Matt Ryan had 19 points. So far, Carson Wentz definitely had a higher mean. Let's take a look at the median. The median is the middle number in the group of numbers arranged from least to greatest. So here I took the exact same 7 games points. I listed it from least to greatest. So we have 13, 15, 19, 21, 25, 27, and 31. I have them listed from least to greatest, and all I needed to do was figure out what the middle number was. Now, I like to use the cross-off method. So I cross off the 13, then the 31, the 15, then the 27, the 19, and then the 25 to find the middle number of 21, which would be the median score, so the middle number of his data set. I do the same thing with Matt Ryan. I cross off the 9, then the 19, 13, and the 18, the 16, the 17, and this 17 will be the middle number, the median. So when I compare the two scores, we have Carson Wentz with 21 points, Matt Ryan with 17 points. So again, Carson Wentz's median is coming on top. Lastly, let's look at the mode. So the mode is the number of items that occurs most in the group of data. So when I think of mode, I think of most. Okay? When we look at Carson Wentz's scores, they're all different. So that means he does not have a mode since all the numbers occur exactly the same amount of time, which is no more than once. When I look at Matt Ryan's data, he has 17 occur twice and the rest only occur once. So since the mode is the most often, 17 would be Matt Ryan's mode. It's the one that occurred most. All right, so let's get an instant replay. Let's check that out again. So remember, we said the mean was the average of the set of data, so we add them up and then divide by the number of data items. The median, we order them from least to greatest and then find the middle number. And remember, I used the cross-off method. And then we have mode, which is the number of data items that occur most often. All right, are you ready to try something on your own? Boom, your turn. Down, set, height. Find the mean, median, and mode for these 2 players. We have Antonio Brown versus DeAndre Hopkins. I listed the first 7 weeks that this player played, and I listed their point totals. I do the same thing for DeAndre Hopkins. Okay? I want you to take a few minutes, find the mean, the median, and the mode for both players, and tell me which player you would rather start in this week's fantasy football match. Thanks for watching.